What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Sunny Side of Vaping. I know it's been a while since I released a video, but I've just been busy, man. The holidays got me busy, and then just been busy this month. So I'm back. I got a lot of things to review. So I'll be expecting some more reviews, some more videos coming out for me. I got some coil building tutorials kind of deal to do, but we're gonna get all into all that. Today we're reviewing a newer product on the market. We're gonna be talking about eGos, man. eGos. Who would have thought that a year ago, who would have thought that you could get such power and such great vape from an eGo style battery? That was unheard of. 6 months ago, that was unheard of. But Joyetech did it. They came out with their Joyetech eGo 1, which they refer to as the one device for everyone. And I have to say that's actually pretty accurate. It is a great little device. I mean, you get a wonderful vape, you get a wonderful flavor, you get some, good clouds for what it is. It's a 0.5 sub-ohm coil in the one I have in here right now. So you get some good stuff. So let's take a little rip real quick and show you. It's good stuff, dude. That's good stuff. Alright, so what is it? I don't feel like I need to do an up and close kind of deal today with it. I feel like I could just kind of show you everything like right here. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Basically, it is a full eGo battery kit with, this one's the eGo 1 XL. They have two versions, which one comes with an 1100 battery. The other one comes with a 2200 milliamp battery. One comes with a 1.8 milliliter tank, and one comes with a 2.5 milliliter tank. So this one is the XL, so it comes with a 2200 milliamp battery, 2.5 milliliter tank. It has a stainless steel drip tip, and then it has a, let me do this autofocus real quick. It has a stainless steel drip tip, and it also comes with a glass drip tip. I do not have the glass drip tip with me though, so I can't show you that one, but it looks just like this, but just glass. That's the only difference. Looks like that, but glass. Aesthetically, nice looking device. It really is a nice looking device aesthetically. I mean, all silver, just stainless steel, just everywhere. Couple of things you have down here. You're gonna have your USB charging port. So it's USB charging, could be used as a pass-through. There's a little light right here. A little light right there that obviously will be red when charging, green when done. The tank is going to come off right here. So basically you have an eGo battery that you could use any other tank on. I don't really have a tank here to throw on there, but you could use any tank on. This tank you could use on anything. It's basically the eGo 1 atomizer tank. We'll get to that in a minute because there's one thing I really don't like about this tank. And you have adjustable airflow in this tank right here. So let's zoom in here. So you have that, and then you have it closed, open, closed, open. Pretty simple stuff. Pretty simple stuff. It's just crazy how you could the flavor and the vapor that you get out of this thing. It comes with two separate coils. So the one I have right here is a sub-ohm coil, just like all the other tanks, your Lances, your sub tanks, the Delta 2 that Joyetech makes. 0.5 sub-ohm coil, so for you people looking for that hit, little small device for you. And it also comes with a 1 ohm coil for other people who like the mouth to lung hits. Now, let's see if I could get in here close, but basically here's your coil. And they kind of took a page out of Aspire, I guess you can say. And these coils are vertically, they're vertical coils if it zooms in. So it looks like almost looks like an Aspire coil in there. So vertical coil, so hence that's where your flavor comes from and your vapor production and all that. So I think that's a good thing they did with them. I'll show you how to to fill this bad boy. It's pretty easy. Bottom fill, so you're gonna turn this. One thing I've noticed that usually the coil gets stuck in there. It's probably gonna happen right here. Oh no, we didn't. Usually that coil will get stuck in there, and it'll just be kind of hanging out in there. But there's your coil, just like any other bottom fill coil clearmiser. There's your tank. You're gonna fill up right through the side. Holds about 2.5 mils. Apparently that's what it says. And there you go, man. You're just gonna put it back together and vape away. I mean, there's not a lot to show you as far as what's going on, besides the fact that it's an eGo battery with like an Atlantis hit, I guess you can say. It amazes me that they could do this in such a small device. The button is a little weird on it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but let's see here. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but there is a light on in there. Let's see if I press the button. See that light? So see how it stays on right there? Alright, so it has basically a little warning sign of when the battery is dying. So when it stays lit like that, that means your battery's at 60% to 100%. When it starts to slowly flash, you're going to be at 30 to 59%. When it moderately flashes, you're at 10 to 29%. And when it flashes, when it just keeps on flashing, that means you're at less than 10%. So I think they could have done a better way of doing that, because you really don't notice you really can't, I don't know, I don't notice the light. I don't notice the light, so I really can't tell kind of when it's charged and when it's not. Right now it's saying that it's still pretty good charge on it. But I feel like they could have done a better way like that, you know, basically the lights, the white, blue, and red or something like that. But that's what they decided to do, so can't hate them for it, whatever. It could be used as a pass-through, so you can use it while you charge it. And other than that, man, it is just a great device. So this is what I tell people. We just got these in to the shop, and we have them for $55. So for $55, if you're a person who likes the sub-ohm clouds and likes the sub-ohm flavor and all that fun stuff from sub-ohming, from dripping, from rebuildables, the Atlantis and all that, but you're tired of carrying around something like this, or hell, even something like the Vapor Shark with an Atlantis on there. If you just don't want to, you know, if you're out and about, you go out and about, you don't want to carry that kind of stuff. Look at this little guy. This is what you can carry. This is what I think this device is for. For those people who already have Atlantises and mods and box mods and stuff like this, this still has a place in your arsenal, as you can say. You can pick this up, go out and about, and have an enjoyable vape without being obnoxious per se. Without having a big old freaking box and blowing big old clouds. You could just go do your daily chores or whatever out and about on the streets. Ooh, excuse me. And have an enjoyable vape. I mean, you know, why'd you start vaping? To quit smoking. So you don't need to be blowing those big old clouds everywhere. So this gives you an enjoyable vape, small, compact size, great device. I don't like I said, like a year ago you couldn't imagine a device like this. The one downfall that I don't like about this device, and what I've heard about the Delta 2 and all that, is these windows. These little windows. You really can't, if you look in there, you can't tell if there's juice. You can't really tell if there's juice in there. I mean, you could like flip it real quick and then see the juice, and then try to flip it again, but it's hard. Like, it's hard to know when you're empty. That's all I'm gonna say. It's hard to know when you're empty. I've got a couple times where I got really low and I started getting that little dryer hit, and I realized it's because I was empty. But it's hard to tell with these windows. I wish they would have just made one fat window here and one fat window on this side, like one on each side, just a fatter window so you could see your liquid better. But they didn't. I guess they wanted to stick with the aesthetics of it, but that's the one major downfall that I have found in this. But it truly is a device for everyone, because a new vapor, they want something, you know, they don't want that basic little eGo kit with like a C5 or something like that. They want, you know, something that's gonna give them a little bit more oomph and stuff like that. But they don't really want the sub-ohm coil yet. They're not up to that sub-ohm coil yet. They could still buy this, rock that one ohm coil, do those mouth to lung inhales, and then when they want, they could switch to that 0.5 coil and boom, be ripping those clouds that, you know, you get from the Atlantis and stuff like that. Because this puts out decent clouds. I mean, it's not gonna win you no cloud contest, but it puts out decent clouds. So for a beginner, for 55 bucks, you know, this is a pretty good starter kind of kit. Just to tell you real quick what it all comes with in the box. I don't want to show you everything that's in the box, but in the box you're gonna get an eGo battery, an eGo 1 atomizer tube is what they're calling it, which is basically the clearomizer, which is basically this top part. 2 of the eGo 1 atomizer heads, again, like I said, one at 0.5 and one at 1 ohm. Atomizer base, basically they're considering the base and the tube as 2 separate units, which makes the clearomizer, so basically that's still part of the clearomizer. The 1 metal mouthpiece and the 1 organic glass mouthpiece, as they call it on here. A USB cable, a wall adapter, a manual, and a warranty card. So that's a good value for 55 bucks. I feel like that's a really good value. Hell, I use one of these, and I'm the type of guy that uses shit like this, which I got coming up in the next review. I use freaking, you know, box mods, vapor flasks, regulated box mods, unregulated box mods, IPv3, Sigeli 150 watts, Hanna minis. That's what I use. But hell, I've been using this when I go out, when I go play pool on Wednesdays to the bar or something like that. This is what I take right here. This little guy lasts me the whole night. I take a bottle of juice just to be safe, but this is what I take. I don't need to be carrying this thing around. This is nice to have. This is good to have, you know, to show off and blow some clouds and stuff, but I don't need to be doing that. You don't need to be doing that in public. You need to get your vape. You need to get your vape that you're used to on the same basis that you get it at home and stuff like that. This does it. I mean, that's a great vape. Like I said, we have them here at the Vapor Shop in Shawano and in Clintonville for 55 bucks. Really good deal, I feel, for what it is, for what you get. Replacement coils, I think, are about $3 or something like that. And like I said, they do have that Delta, which is their version of basically like the Atlantis and Subtank, where it has the 0.5 coil in there, massive airflow, rebuildable deck option, I believe, that's sold separately. So you could probably put that right on here, because obviously this battery can handle 0.5 ohms. So you could probably put that on there and match it up and still get the same thing. What I wish they probably would have done, which I'm sure they probably will in the future, is come out with a variable voltage battery eGo 1. Just so for some people they could crank up the voltage a little bit more and get a little bit more of a hit. I see what they did with this one. They were literally trying to make a device that will satisfy any vapor's needs, really, from a beginner to a advanced user. And honestly, it really does. Some people are gonna be like, oh, that puts out little baby clouds. Oh, baby clouds. Well, I mean, compared to shit like this, yeah, it does. But for what you're getting out of it and for what you use it for, it's gonna satisfy you until you could get home and fucking rock this guy. So I suggest anyone who's looking for a little on-the-go device or something, pick one of these up. Pick one up. They're really good. They're really good for on the go while you're out and about. Maybe you're at a family gathering or something like that, and you don't want to be blowing big old clouds, but you still want to get your vape on. Boom! This little guy right here. It's good. It's good. The flavor's good. I have some, what do I have in there? I have T-Virus by Outbreak in there, thanks to the homies at eVapor of Appleton. Really good juice. I have that in here. I've been using that in here constantly so far, and it's been wonderful. It is great stuff. So there you go. Joyetech eGo 1, the one device for everyone. It literally is, in my opinion, a great device. I would highly recommend it, minus the windows and minus maybe adding the voltage would help, but this is a really big deal for me, just because I like to be able to see my juice. I like to be able to see what I have in there. If I'm not dripping, if I'm using a tank, I like to see what I have in there, and I wish they would have just done something different with the windows up here. But needless to say, great airflow. I use it wide open just because it's better that way. Great device, 55 bucks, pretty good deal. You get a lot for the package, and like I said, use it as your on-the-go vape. Have fun vaping, stay vaping, and we're going to catch you here shortly because I got another video to shoot. We'll see you guys next time.